Okay, she rolling? Alright, good. Here we go. How you going, mates? I'm Liam Kirkston, and I'm 9 years old. I'm from Australia, and I'm making this short little video before I move to a quiet little mountain town in America called fucking South Park, Colorado. And this is my docker, mate. So practically, me and my family are chased by the government from America, and we thought decide hide in plain sight until we decide to fuck them over, mate. Yeah, because when I was a baby, I was born in a government facility. Fucking hell, mate. One of my parents kidnapped. Next thing you know, we escaped back to the country. And during my capture, because apparently I have this superpower with fucking, I kid you not, fucking social media. But apparently, they also gave me an unnaturally born superpower, and it's not the fucking farting, mate. Like, I kid you not, I'd rather not have a farting fucking superpower, mate. Because my parents been giving me fucking medicine to negate my social media powers, but it just gives me bad farts. So I've been tampering with my food to remove the medicine so it could be just okay. So when I tamper with it, the flavor of the food, it's a bit how you going, but in the end, at least it's not poison and giving me bad farts. But I'd rather not have farts as my superpower. Nah, instead, when the government had me in the facility and all that, they injected this fucking serum, and it gave me super intelligence, mate. Yeah, I'm a fucking genius inventor. So I decided to put my skills to good use. So what I did is that at 2 years old, I had the full English language. I was a smart as hell baby, scary as hell. I wasn't going like goo gagoo like most fucking little babies and all that. I was speaking normal Australian language, mate. If I can tell you what, I was already inventing stuff, and at 5.5 years old, I became a fucking Sparky, and all that other shit. You know, I decided to become a genius inventor, and I've been inventing skits, inventions ever since, mate. And I decided to rock up and on a fucking work site, give some of these inventions to a couple of tradies. Next thing you know, mate, they cut their trade time down in half, and they got the biggest payday of their day, because they managed to cut down the schedule. And next thing you know, that these tradies decided to invite me to a couple of other work sites, help work with them, bring me a couple of inventions along the way, and made me an honorary tradie. It wasn't long until I rose up my status from fucking honorary tradie to full-on youngest tradie ever, because I had the skill set of fucking whatever. And the best part is, since I'm a minor, I'm getting shit tons of cash, mate. You wanna know how much cash I'm getting fucking going? Skits cunt, mate. Fucking whole lot of skits cunt cash, mate. Because of a minor, and it's all part of fucking safety risk, and I'm getting all this cash, mate. That's it. So yeah, and I've been working with some of the greats like Crazy Steve, Mike Nolan, just to name a couple of few of the best tradies in the fucking world, mate. That's it. But apparently this American government agency is still coming for us, even though we're in Australia. The Australian government telling us that as long as we're still here in Australia, we're still seeking asylum in our own country. But if these government assholes keep coming out and trying to kidnap us again, if I can kid you not, this will mean war, declaring war on Australia, and America will go to war with Australia. That's when I decided to become a vigilante. I became fucking Liam Man. Well, obviously I became Liam Man before the whole moving thing. I'm not always sounding like, well, my Aussie accent in. I'm always sound like, sound normal like this. You know, I just picked up the accent mainly because I just like it and it just fits my Aussie personality. But this is how I'm sounding like when I'm Liam and all that stuff. But on the inside, mate, fucking true blue, dead set. Yeah, I drove a couple of construction vehicles in my time. I even created some badass construction vehicles myself. Even upgraded some. Mate, I can make a fucking digger or any fucking construction vehicle into a piece of art, mate. That's it. Yeah, a couple of lists of my inventions I made. You know, I've been working on teleportation technology. I've been shrink rays, fucking all that stuff. But I'm also into weapons tech, like non-lethal disruptors, plasma tech, all the above. Some of this tech I use is Liam Man. And, yeah. But when I mention Liam Man, I'm not planning to give my secret out in any way. This video is probably intended for the fucking superhero kids up in South Park, assuming I have to bump into any. And if I can, hey James, how you fucking going? Yeah, that's my mate James. He's a fucking skits cunt. Dead set. It'd be a shame to see him go. But, we're running out of time already. Well, just want to leave you off with one more thing. I'm Liam Man, and apparently, and it's going to be sad for Liam Man to leave Australia because he's been defending Australia for 2 or 3 years now. And, I don't know how it would go on without me. But Australia's got fucking other superheroes out there. I'm a defender. Dead set. Fucking kid you not. And Liam Man's part of the Guardians of Australia. So if I ever come back, the Guardians will be waiting for me. And I'm always a part-timer in the Guardians of Australia anyway, mate. My superhero group. Dead set. Let's see where we fucking go. I'm Liam Kirkston, and fuck this job off. See you later, cunts. Alright, she recording? Alright. How's it going, guys? I'm Liam Kirkston. It's been a few years now, and I haven't gone around to making this video. But fucking hell, here we are. So, surprising thing just came around. Apparently, I got a relative up here. It's fucking Skitsgun. So, let me get to the good point later. Ever since I came here to fucking South Park, mate, it was hard adjusting to new town and everything else. I mean, there was some good kids. I mean, I bumped into some. I mean, I played some Dungeons and Dragons with them. I mean, I introduced Liam Man to them. I was playing superhero, even though everybody was into Dungeons and Dragons and shit. So I decided to do a little mashup. They didn't fucking mind. I did my superhero thing along with their knights in shining armor shit. And we did Stick of Truth, and that was a fucking heck of a time. Even though I hate magic, fucking hate the stuff, mate. It's terrible cut. Next thing you know, I kid you fucking not, I bump into fucking aliens. Next thing you know, mate, dead set, I've been fucking abducted with them. But I managed to steal some advanced alien technology after crashing back on Earth. And I even found a crashed alien spacecraft, and it was crashed in the middle of Stark's Pond. And I recovered that and took it back to the armory, my secret little hideout hidden underneath my house. And I took that apart and recovered its databanks, and I got a shit ton of alien technology and schematics from not just the alien technology from the ship itself, but other schematics from other alien races, including portal technology. Yeah, mate, I'm fucking kid you not. Now I can create portals to and fro places. I even created portals even from Australia, so I've been going to and fro from Australia. It's like I never fucking left, mate. Some time ago there was this fucking gender war going on back at South Park Elementary. But before that, when Principal Victoria was fired, this new principal came in, this fucking cunt by the name of PC Principal. As soon as my parents heard that a PC cunt was running the school, they immediately pulled me out, and I've been homeschooled ever since. Even though I don't need the fucking education because of the fucking genius intelligence the fucking government gave me when we were in captivity camp. Because I kid you fucking not, I got a 5-year undefeated streak out of beating the living shit out of PC people. Like, I fucking kid you not, kicking their ass and shit, mate. Anytime they're about to check someone's privilege, I fucking kid you not, I'll be there beating the living ass out of them. I don't care how big and tough, I can take on the best of them, mate. But there was no way in hell was I going to be a part of the school that was a PC cunt running the place, mate. Don't get me wrong, they're a bit how you going. I mean, they got good intentions, mate. They're trying to stop bigotry and bigots all over the country, mate. But I disagree with the fucking approach of how they're doing it, mate. I mean, this fucking microaggression shit. How they're pulling people up even the most smallest of things, of how they can make the smallest of reference to anything bigotry related, and they beat the shit out of that person, even though they're exercising their right to free speech. It's fucked up, cunt. Yeah, it's no joke I used to be PC once myself, but I was back in Australia, until I saw a couple of PC boys were beating up this family because they were using these microaggressions all the time, and I got the biggest wake-up call in my fucking life, mate. I kid you fucking not. Next thing you know, I turned on the PC group back in Australia, and I turned anti-PC, mate, and I've been beating the shit out of them ever since. It's fuck cunt.
But then this idiot on the internet comes along by the fucking name of Skankunt42. The fucking cunt's got the nerve to say some shit about the girls in the school. Let's fucking rile them up against the boys. Next thing you know, mate, I kid you fucking not, the fucking Black Ops down mute comes playing along. And next thing you know, I'm seeing the boys drop after having all the girlfriends. Like, I fucking kid you not, every single girl broke up with every single boy in this fucking school. I kid you fucking not, cunt. Because of this fucking effect that this fucking troll's set up, mate. And there was a... this is going to open up a bit of a wound, mate. But there was a gender war back in Australia. It wasn't big as the one here in Colorado. It was very massive back in Australia, mate. I kid you fucking not. It was so big that all the girls and boys, all the men and women, were taking up arms. And they were literally, I kid you fucking not, killing people. Yeah, this was up in Cindy. Biggest gender war ever. And Liam Man was there. I was there. You know, fucking trying to stop it all. I was in the epicenter of it all. Trying to make people snap out of it and see reason. Yeah, I got like half of every single force, right? Half of the girls and half the fucking boys in the gender war to wake up and see their fucking senses. The other half couldn't see reason. Next thing you know, they killed each other in the process. It was fucking skitscut. It was fucking insane. I mean, it wasn't called for. Because there was this fucking troll that caused all of it. But, my girlfriend, Nessie Brookston, she died when I was trying to save her from my ex-girlfriend. She stabbed her in the heart, and there was a big throwdown between me and my ex-girlfriend. She wanted me to join her and her take over the Royal Crusade and the fucking whatever. I refused, obviously, because I'm a fucking good guy and all. And I swore to her if I ever saw her again, I'd fuck her up, mate. And she took that as a sexual joke, because fuck knows what she wants to do with me. Fucking hell, I don't even want to know. But after I took care of the gender war, I took Nessie. I took her body. I cried over it, mate, because I couldn't save her. And I swore I would never let anything like this ever again. And when I heard about a gender war going on in South Park Elementary, I fucking put the house on lockdown. Me and my family put the house on fucking lockdown all. Got all the defenses out. I got all the drones deployed. And next thing you know, my results come in from Ancestry.com. And apparently, I found out I have a relative here in South Park, Colorado. I mean, a little bit of good news coming in during a disaster coming in right now. So apparently, my relatives here up in South Park are the fucking drum roll, please. Nah, just kidding. Don't make the situation fucking corny. Is the hey, you fucking cunt! I told you not to do the fucking drum rolls. Sorry. Fucking get your fucking job right, you mate. You don't get your cash at all. Fuck me sideways, cunt. So apparently, my relatives up here in Colorado are the Testerberger family. I fucking kid you not. So, Mrs. Testerberger and my mum, apparently they're long-lost sisters. And they both did a blood test. Next thing you know, we find out they're related. Mrs. Testerberger doesn't know the origins of my mum's social media powers, nor my dad's. Yeah, I know about my family's social media capabilities, even though I've been hiding that I know, and I'm pretending that I don't know in front of them. But I wish they'd just be open to me at all, instead of just being paranoid and fucking hell. But apparently, it's good to know I have relatives and family out here, because all my friends and family are back in Australia, mate. Because it's a bit loathsome up here. Fucking kid you not. So yeah, I got along nice with Mr. and Mrs. Testerberger, but Wendy, when she came home, because I was waiting for my drones to come back, next you know, Wendy and a couple of girls came back with a fucking wheel cart, and I kid you not, they battered to death one of my fucking drones in pieces. $3,000 billion equipment, it's fucked up, cunt. Next thing you know, she comes up right in front of me and says, "Is this drone belong to yours?" "Yeah, what's it fucking to you, mate?" And she tells me off apparently how all the boys in the world are fucking pigs, mate. It's not fucking true. You know, I told her my side of the story and what I suffered in the gender war back in Sydney. She couldn't believe it at first. Then I told her about my ideals, that I don't see women as some sort of fucking sex toy as most pig and fucking men out there. Nah, mate. It's not how I see women. Not at all. In my opinion, women are funny, women are smart, women are intelligent, and they're just as capable as men are. Alright? I don't see them as fucking sex toys as most men do, because most of the men out there are fucking pigs. Fucking hell, mate. Because I got all the respect for women and all the shit they put up through. Salutes to them and all. That's it. But Wendy thought I was fucking joking with her. She thought, because of my Australian accent, she thought that I was having a go with her, even though I wasn't. Next thing you know, her parents told her that I'm from Australia, and yeah, then she realizes I wasn't having a joking with her. Then I tell her about Nexty Brookston, my dead girlfriend who died in the gender war in Sydney, and I tell her I would never again let anything like this happen. And that's when Wendy realizes that I'm actually a decent human being, and I'm not like every other boys who's a fucking pig. And Wendy and the girls fucking discussed it, and since I'm new to town and that I'm having all this respect for women, girls agreed that I was to be made the exception from all the boys in the gender war, and they wouldn't put any shit on me and I would get along just fine. Even though I was the exception and the girls were gonna come after me and I was gonna be all good with them and all though, I thought, fucking hell, nah mate, I didn't want to be known as the fucking exception and the guy who sit on the sidelines in this fucking gender war while the girls and boys at the school fucking tore it apart. Nah mate, there was no way I was gonna fucking sit on my ass. I mean, my parents wanted to leave town because they thought that another gender war similar to what happened in Sydney was going to grow and start, and it was going to tear the town apart. But I thought, nah, mate, the problem's starting. It's early days now. Might as well tackle the problem before it gets worse. So I rock up to school the next day. Even though I wasn't enrolled, I came up right in front of PC principal while everybody was in assembly. I bust right through the doors, one pissed off son of a bitch, and one of my inventions in my back pocket, capable of disabling people's social media accounts within the next 24 hours. Even though me and the PCs aren't getting along, we could agree that there's a gender war. It's fucking. So, PC principal could sense that I had something to say about this, and I have a solution to this whole thing. So he gives me the microphone, and I mouth off about to every boy and girl in the assembly about this fucking gender war and how it took the lives of many people back in Sydney. And I also showed him a holographic recreation of my dead girlfriend Nessie Brookston and told him that she died in the gender war and I tried to save her. And I think I kind of fucking moved the entire hallway, mate. I think I felt the mood of the entire room changed when I felt out my fucking speech, mate. It was fucking skits gun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they recorded it somewhere. Don't know where it is, though. But fucking hell. Next thing you know, I pulled up my gadget, a specialized drone that disabled everyone's social media for the next 12 hours. And I told them to go home and look at the school message board with all their social media accounts temporarily disabled. And next thing you know, Skank Hunt 42 attacks, and while all the boys and all the girls' social media accounts are offline, and the girls just realize, oh fuck, we broke up with our boyfriends for no reason. Yeah, some of the girls started to rebuild the relationships with their boyfriends. Some of the girls just needed time to compose all this because there was a lot of hate going wrong in the gender war, but everyone's starting to heal. Some of the girls are a little pissed at the boys. It was a bit how you going situation, but it's slow healing. And the next day after that, when all their social media was stored, I drafted up some paperwork, and we decided to sign a peace treaty between the girls and the boys. Wendy acted as the speaker for all the girls, and Butters speaked for the boys. So yeah, we got this whole truce shit going on. Yeah, Wendy signed the treaty in the name of the girls and all that stuff. Butters refused to fucking sign the treaty. Next thing you know, Carl Broflovsky shoves Butters out of the way, and Kyle signed on the boys' behalf. But Butters said there was no way he was going to sign because that way it could cause a little, if I can kid you not, he said this, that was going to cause a little chaos. Is a reference to his fucking Professor Chaos persona, the fucking dog cunt. Even though there's a truce now, and the girls and boys in this gender war has stopped, there's a little bit of hurting. Some of the girls in school are a little bit pissed off with the boys, but the relationships, they're slowly coming back together. But at least the girls had the wake-up call, and they realized they broke up with the boys for no reason, and this troll was fucking using them, so the girls would set loose against the boys. because it was a fucking domino effect. Because this troll knew exactly what to hit. The troll would set the girls against the boys, and the boys would get educated against the girls. So, in hindsight, the troll attacked both the boys and the girls. And there's also a fucking rumor that this fucking troll was an adult. Like, some parent causing this fucking gender war to happen in the first place. Fucking dickhead's got the hindsight to pick on these people. Fucking dickhead. So yeah, everything's coming together smoothly. My cousin is slowly rebuilding her relationship with her boyfriend Stan. They ain't talking much because apparently she said some small harmful words to her boyfriend saying that she couldn't fix him. And he's took that to heart and he's fucking heartbroken, so he's a little bit distant right now. But she says the relationship's slowly coming back together. She still has a little bit of anger on some other boys though, but that was natural given all the shit they put up in the gender war. But it's fucking over now, mate. It's all goods now, so to speak. But ever since I found that fucking crashed alien spacecraft in Stark's Pond, and I've been using the alien technology to portal from Colorado to Australia, it's like I never left home, mate. Things could never have been better. I'm all happier. I'm currently doing some work on the Testaburger's house right now, upgrading their security system, because they saw the security system that I installed at my house, and they thought, why the fuck not? So put some auto guns, auto turrets on their house, make every other house security system's jelly, mate. Anyway, I heard Carl call my name, so I'm going to do some Stick of Truth play with them a little bit more, and then I'll probably do some other shit. But yeah, I'm Liam Kirkston, and it's good talking with you guys. That's all she wrote. Fucking skits cunt. See you around. Peace, mate.